I'm Cori.
I'm Sergio.
We've been coming to X Church since April of this year. We both grew up with families that, wanted us to go to church, and even though I was raised Catholic, I don't feel like the way that I grew up was really honoring Christ, and I didn't have a relationship with him at all.
I didn't pray. I didn't do any of that. I was trying to do it all by myself.
Sergio and I got married 3 years ago, and since then we have moved around to 3 different states and then back to Ohio. When we were living out of state, we really didn't have any friends. We didn't go out with people or make time to find community, and so it was really lonely, and it was hard because we didn't live near family either, which is another big reason we moved home. We needed that community and that family, and to be surrounded by people that would love and care for us. Sergio's friend Tommy invited us to X Church.
Cori and I were both stubborn in ways, not wanting to go. We finally took up the courage and went to church on Easter Sunday. I was very nervous. I remember sweating so bad before I was walking in, but once I got to the doors, everybody was saying, "Hey, are you new here?" Everybody knew exactly who I was almost, knew I'd never been here before. And I remember telling Cori that I'd never felt so welcomed anywhere before. It made me realize that I am noticed, I'd never felt that before. So I wanted it, and I wanted to give that to other people also.
I decided I wanted to be a servant leader. I think God just put something on my heart. I was hearing a whisper that this is where I was supposed to be, and my next step was providing a place for other people to feel welcome and put the smile on their face that they put on mine the first time that we were here. And so providing that for other people feels really good, not only for myself, but I know I'm obedient to God's call on my life, and whatever I have to do to take a next step, I will do it.
I love coming in on Sundays. Even if I'm in a terrible mood, I walk in and I'm telling people where to sit, and it's just infectious. Everybody has the biggest smile on their face Sunday morning, and I like to add to that.
We both also got baptized during baptism weekend.
For me, myself, it was emotional just to give my faith to God. And then for my little brother, it meant a lot to me to see that. June or July, I was offered a job opportunity where I worked before we moved back. At the time, I was just depressed. I didn't feel like I was making any money. And out of nowhere, my old boss calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you ever consider coming back?" And I was like, I flirted with the idea before. And he's like, "Well, I'll make you an offer." And he offered us a house. We had just gotten comfortable here at church, and I was struggling. I didn't know what to do. And I just prayed and prayed and prayed. One Sunday, Pastor Tim just had the right message for us, and Cori and I both walked out, and I said, "Well, where's your head at?" And she told me where hers was at, and mine was in the same spot. And for me, I said no because I felt like there's a greater gift that God's going to give us. There's something more.
It just didn't feel right going and moving away, even though the whole reason was to come back for family and community. We would be leaving that again, and there's something special about what God has called us for in life, and even though we don't know what the future holds, we're anxious to await and see what doors He opens and closes in our lives, and see what He is going to provide for us.